Hi, hello besties. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas 2024. You guys, we have so freaking much to catch up on. First of all, I don't think I've picked up this vlog camera in the last 6 or 7 months. And the reason that I know that I have not picked up the vlog camera in at least 6 or 7 months is the fact that I am currently 27 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. And I don't think I have vlogged one moment of this entire pregnancy. So I have a feeling that I have not vlogged since before I found out that I was pregnant with baby girl. That is absolutely absurd. We have so much to catch up on. I feel like I have so many things, so many life updates and things going on. I have been literally missing YouTube so much. I have been loving watching other people's Vlogmas videos, and I was like, you know what? It is time to get back into the YouTube game. I absolutely love it. It is probably my favorite form of social media to create and to post, but it is also the most time consuming to create and to post. But I love consuming it and I love creating it. So I was like, you know what? Enough excuses. We are going to do some version of Vlogmas, and whether that literally means one video a week, maybe 2, I just want to get back into the YouTube game because I absolutely love it and I have missed you guys so freaking much. Like, I've been so excited to pick up the vlog camera all day. It is currently 10:18 in the morning and I just got to LabCorp because I'm about to do my 3-hour glucose test. Yep, if you remember it correctly from AJ's pregnancy and you've been here for a hot moment, I failed my 1-hour glucose test with AJ and then passed my 3-hour one, and literally flash forward 2 years later, here we are. I failed my 1-hour glucose test by the exact same amount that I failed AJ's glucose test from, and now I'm about to head in and do my 3-hour glucose test. I am so freaking hungry, you guys, because you're not allowed to eat for this one. So if you're not familiar with your 1-hour glucose test, you can eat before, and then you drink this like essentially very sugary, like thick water, and then you sit there for an hour and they draw your blood and they test for gestational diabetes. If you fail that one, which now I have both times, then you have to come back for a 3-hour one. For that one, it has to be fasted, so you cannot have anything from the night before. You come in, you drink that same sugary drink, you sit here for 3 hours and they draw your blood every hour on the hour, and if you fail 2 out of the 3, then you are considered to have gestational diabetes. So I have not had anything since last night, and it is currently almost 10:30 in the morning, and I have 3 hours to go until I can eat. So I am quite hungry. I'm going to go in, I'm going to do it. I do not know how much I'm going to talk in there unless I decide to sit in my car in the meantime, because I'm obviously like, labs are very quiet, so I don't know if I necessarily want to be vlogging out in public when it's super silent, but I'll keep you guys posted on everything. We did it. We did it. We're back home. We're done, and I survived my second 3-hour glucose test. You guys, honestly, it was not that terrible of an experience at all. Literally, the worst part about it is sitting there and waiting for the entire time and just getting like progressively more hungry that you are actually not hungry anymore. Like, has it ever happened to you guys where you are so hungry that by the time you actually eat something, you like don't even feel that hungry anymore? Like, obviously I'm gonna put some food into my body, but you like don't even feel that hungry anymore. So they draw your blood a total of 4 times when you do the 3-hour glucose test. They do your fasted one and then every hour on the hour after that. So I was hoping what I did last time was that I did 2 in each arm, so that way like one arm isn't just getting all of the beating. And the first one that I did, so my fasted glucose one, the nurse literally put the needle into my arm and I was like, that doesn't feel right. And I could tell that she was like moving it around, trying to get it to the right spot, and it was so painful in the moment, but I was like, okay, fine, I won't be rude, it's whatever. And then another nurse came in, had to take it out, put a different one back into that same arm, and then they were like, oh yeah, that vein is now really bruised, we need to do the other side for the other 3. Not that big of a deal at all, thank God. Obviously it happened, it's not the end of the world, but I can definitely feel that my right arm is already feeling a little tender. But I just made myself a chai because as much as I need food, I also desperately need caffeine. Listen, I'm obviously pregnant. I'm not drinking a ton of caffeine anymore. I do look forward to the little bit that I'm allowed to have, so I cannot wait to chug this. But I'm heading to my mom's house now, going to go get some food. She has lunch made and prepared for me there. Out for a little bit with AJ and the other babies, and then come back here and carry on with our Thursday. Back home now and unwinding for the night. I just felt like after sitting in a lab court all day long that I desperately needed an everything shower. Like my just like body felt like gross from just like kind of sitting in a doctor's office all day long. So it felt so good to take an everything shower. After I picked up AJ's at my mom's, we actually like quickly ran out, got my parents a Christmas gift, and then went out to dinner and went to a live nativity where there was like animals, and AJ was absolutely obsessed. There was a camel and he kept calling it a horse, and it was the cutest thing in the entire world. He was actually obsessed with it. I am beyond exhausted today. I don't know if it's from literally just like being deprived of food all day long and then like eating and trying to get a full day's worth of food in from like 2 p.m. on, or if it is just one of those days being pregnant, but I feel exhausted today. I feel like I'm gonna go downstairs, curl up under a blanket, and then just like pass out for the night, which in all fairness I guess is not that different than most nights, but I feel especially tired tonight. Tomorrow is a little bit more of a casual day because I am off. So I have my 27-week OB appointment tomorrow, and then honestly we are kind of just hanging out the rest of the day, which I am really looking forward to. I might go over my parents' house during AJ's first nap and try to get like an at-home leg day in, because that has just been really nice on a Friday to be able to like put him down and have access to pretty much a whole home gym, because my parents do. And that's kind of what I'm thinking during his nap time, and that'll be after my appointment, and that way I just have the rest of the day to relax, do whatever I want, maybe run some Christmas errands since Timmy's going to be working, so I'll just take AJ out, but I'll kind of just see where the day takes me at that point. Tried and true bio oil. We're back in this phase of life. Absolutely love it. It is what I use on my bump. Now that I'm going into my 3rd trimester, I'm going to be using it 2 times a day now, once in the morning and in the evening. But here's our bump update. This is what she looks like right now. I felt like I was going to be so much bigger the second time around, because that's what everybody tells you, and honestly I kind of feel like my belly looks the same as it did at this point with AJ, maybe just a little bit bigger, but everybody tells you that you are like huge right off the bat with your second pregnancy, which with my experience was just not the case. But definitely we are bumping now, which I'm excited about, because now I can like dress it up and wear high-waisted leggings with still a little like crop top sweatshirt, and I love it. Like I love having a bump. But going to go unwind for the night, so good night, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. I am getting ready for my appointment now. I feel like I am sprinting around getting ready this morning, and honestly I am not sure why, because we had a very slow and casual morning, but I feel like we were a little bit too relaxed that now we are sprinting around. And it is currently 8:30 in the morning, and I have my appointment at 9:15, and I realized that I still have to quickly get ready, drop AJ off at my mom's house, and then head on over. I have plenty of time, but I definitely stressed myself out a little bit more than I needed to. These are the prenatals that I used for like the second half of my pregnancy with AJ, and then all of baby girl's pregnancy, and they are so much better than any other prenatal that I've had, where like they do not taste disgusting and make me feel like I'm gonna vomit every single day. Nothing super crazy on the agenda today. We have my appointment that I'm heading to in a little bit. Then I'm going to go back to my mom's house. That's where AJ will be, and put him down for a nap there. And then my parents, like I said last night, do have a little home gym. So I'm going back and forth between whether I want to do a little like at-home leg day
or if I want to do some like yoga and Pilates. Like, I'll kind of see how I feel as it gets closer to the time that I would be working out, but I'm definitely going to try to put together some little workout and movement while the babies are down for a nap, and then kind of just go about the rest of the day. We might run out to Target and get a couple of things. We also might go look at some paint swatches for baby girls' nurseries. So like kind of just like seeing where the day takes us and seeing really primarily how AJ naps. He is now down to 1 nap at this point. He's napping pretty much ideally from like 11 to 12:30, 1 o'clock every single day. And it has been amazing, but we are definitely still at the point where if he does not get a super solid first nap in, where it's like 11 to 12, 11 to 12:15, he will sometimes need to go down for like a quick 30-minute power nap at like 3:30, just to like make sure that he is well rested and okay by the time that he goes to bed by 7:30. So that is kind of our general plan for the day, but honestly it is all up in the air based off of what he wants to do for the day, based off of his nap. Typically when he's at my mom's house, which is where he will be, is when he naps the best. So I am very hopeful, but also it's still little. It kind of just is what it is, and I am not going to make the rest of my day miserable by trying to get everything accomplished if he's not super happy from his nap.
All done at the appointment. Everything looked good. Rewarded myself with some Starbies on the way home. It is like a little post-appointment tradition for me. I get a venti iced chai latte with oat milk, brown sugar syrup, and a caramel drizzle and sweet cream cold foam. It is a mouthful, but it is a treat. I cannot believe that I am at the point of pregnancy where I am going to be going every 2 weeks for appointments. Like, my doctor said that to me, like, see you in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm at the point of pregnancy already that I am now going to start going every 2 weeks until 36 weeks, and then you go every week. I just cannot believe it. But everything looks good with baby girl. She was moving like crazy. You hear her heartbeat, but they couldn't get a clear number because she was moving around so much, which makes sense, because as active as I thought AJ was, she is that much more active, which is absolutely terrifying because AJ is the craziest little boy in the entire world, and to think that I could potentially have an even crazier little girl, literally absurd. But luckily everything looked good. We go back in 2 weeks. Now I'm on my way back to my mom's to hang out there for a little bit and then get a little workout in once the babies go down for a nap. I figured we would do a little like FaceTime chat to end the vlog off here. I am sorry if it looks like a mess behind me. We are like in our all the way upstairs room, which used to be our guest room slash we have a closet up here where I keep like my gym clothes and just some extra clothes, but we are now kind of transitioning it to be like the guest room slash Timmy's office, since now he's working from home, and we're kind of like transitioning all of like the stuff that used to be in our office out of baby girl's nursery and up here. So it's definitely just like a process of getting everything situated. Obviously I am 27 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. This pregnancy has honestly been so amazing. I feel so fortunate that I have felt so good through the whole pregnancy. I feel like the number one question that I keep getting asked is, how does this pregnancy compare to AJ's pregnancy? And honestly, I would say that they are very, very similar, and that the biggest difference of the two is that I am just more exhausted and more tired this time around, physically and mentally, because I'm running around after a toddler 24/7. Like, before, if I was hungry, I could just eat a snack. If I was tired, I could just close my eyes for a few minutes and take a nap. And obviously that's just like not the case anymore, because now I have AJ. And so although I have so much help, and my mom watches him full time, and Timmy is so incredibly helpful, obviously it has just been a lot more like physically and mentally demanding this time around, because there's also always someone that needs you 24/7. But other than that, honestly, I have felt basically the same through this pregnancy, which I am so grateful for. another huge question that we have gotten is if we are just as excited to be having a little girl or if we were hopeful for another boy. These are going to be about 21 months apart, and so in my mind, if it was going to be another boy, I was like, oh my god, they're going to grow up little besties so close in age together. How incredible will that be? But also I am so excited to have a little girl. Obviously now we have one of each. It's something we've never done before. I'm not gonna lie, like, especially now that I'm getting closer to having her, it is definitely very emotional thinking about the fact that AJ is not going to be my baby anymore. And so it's kind of nice to me that it is a little girl because he still gets to be like my little baby boy for just a little bit longer, and then we will have a little girl. So I feel like they both get to like have their moment of being like the baby boy and the baby girl before we would potentially bring like another baby into the picture if we decided to have a third. So honestly, we were going to be so happy either way. I would have put $1 million on the fact that it was a baby boy until we did our gender reveal. I was genuinely shocked, but honestly just over the moon, so happy. I'll be finishing up work kind of like mid-February range since baby girl is due the first week in March, and so we're kind of starting to get everything prepped. In terms of nursery prep, we have done so minimal for it. We're in the process of kind of clearing everything into this upstairs area / other places, which is why behind me looks like that. But we did go to Lowe's today and I got little like paint swatches. I have like a general idea of what I want to do for her room, so now it's just a matter of picking out the paint swatches that we want, ordering the little like sticker decals for the wall, and then just painting it and putting things up. But honestly, like, it is just crazy that the second time around I am so much less stressed about the timeline of all of that. Like, I feel like with AJ's nursery, I was like, I want it done by 30 weeks because you never know when he's going to come, and obviously you still don't. But I feel like, one, with the holidays, like, it is the first week in December, holidays are going to fly by, and then by the time the holidays are over, it's January. I basically could only have one more full month before she comes. But also at the same time, I'm like, one, how much do they even really use their nursery at first? And two, now I also have AJ that I want to be super present with, and I just want to be able to soak up and spend every moment that I can uninterrupted with him until she comes, because I think the closer we get, as excited as I am to be a family of 4 and to meet her and see what she looks like and get to like watch her personality grow like we have with AJ, it also is super emotional to think about the fact that like it won't just be the 3 of us anymore, and we are adding another member to the family. And I am so excited to be having kids so close together. It is always what I wanted, and it is like, I always thought about having kids anywhere between 2 to 3 years apart. So this is perfect for me. It's exactly what I wanted. It's the timeline that I want. I feel really good, like physically and mentally, about doing it. But of course it is also really emotional because I'm like, he's my baby. Like, how can I possibly love another baby as much as I love him? And obviously you do, and I just cannot wait to see what that looks like. But I'm also just trying to like not rush it and soak up every second we have of just the 3 of us for as long as we have it. But honestly, like, it feels crazy to think about what life would look like as a family of 4, like as I'm running around after him and I'm wearing her. Like, I'm just so excited to see what life looks like, but I also just like can't fathom what life would look like with 2 kids instead of 1. Like, I just, although I know it's happening so soon and I'm so excited for it, I also just like can't wrap my brain around what that looks like. But obviously there's so much more to catch up on, but I did just want to take a few minutes and like debrief some of like the big questions I keep getting asked here. Working out has been going so well for me. I do think the next video I'm going to film is going to be a full week of workouts because I will be in my 3rd trimester by that point. I'll be 28 weeks next week, so I'll do a full week of workouts at 28 weeks pregnant. And honestly, I'm just going to kind of see where Vlogmas goes. It has been so fun filming, so I think I'm just going to like really just like listen to what feels best, do as much as I can, post as much as I can, edit as much as I can, but not put a ton of pressure on it so it still stays fun for me. But if there's any videos that you guys want to see, I do definitely feel like a Q&A is needed, just because I kind of did go MIA on YouTube for so long, but I have been super active on Instagram and TikTok. So if you don't follow me on there, I would suggest doing that, because I'm certainly more active on there than I am on any other forms of social media. But if you like this video, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. Even though this time around I promise it's not going to be 6 months away, so definitely try to like and subscribe so you don't miss another video. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok so you can see other fitness, health, and lifestyle content I post on there. Ooh, it has been a moment since I have done that, and it feels so freaking good. And I will catch you guys here next time.